What a start I get to the season. I mean, 3-0, and let's talk about the offense. Seeing putting up that many goals every single game. What's kind of been your strategy or your message to the team?
Yeah, it was a really fun weekend. Obviously, go 2-0. I think this weekend really showcased kind of what our new assistant coach brings to the table, which is Quinn is more of an offensive minded person, and she's going to allow us to do some more creative things than we've been able to do in the past, just because they're getting so much more one on one coaching. And when they come out, because of this way that we're subbing in game, they can be continually getting feedback and having adjustments made to the on-field plays that we're making in a way that we haven't been able to do before because we have two coaches that are like checked in active game coaching. So that's been really cool. I think the assists and connections that we're having this year are a testament to just how serious-minded everyone had been through preseason. We have some pretty fun chemistry that had been created early, and you were really able to see that, especially in the Quincy game, just with Minnie getting the ball to different people, people catching and shooting, and really finishing in a way that we always knew they could, but it's fun to see live. And then Caitlin Bridger has always had a great eye for finding people, so just this year we're moving her around to different spots where she's harder to stop, and I think that's also going to open up some interesting things on offense. Obviously, Minnie had a career weekend again. Most games ever played in Northern Michigan now. She's the Offensive Player of the Week. I thought she was awesome. I thought her stat line against Quincy was really important, just how many assists she had. She really moved the ball well and set other people up to score. So overall, it's always nice to go 2-0.
Yeah, coach. And we're talking about Minnie just for a second. 20 shots in goal, 17 of them have gone in. It's just kind of a marvel to watch. And when you get to games where you might need a goal or you might need to go to somebody, is it nice to know that hey, we can go to Minnie and she's probably going to shoot it and it's probably going to go in?
For sure, it's really funny because her shot percentage is something that we've talked about a lot over the last 3 years, especially early last year, because her shot percentage and her shot choices were kind of poor at that point, and she recognized that and was in a funk about it and trying to get out of it. So now to see this complete reversal to now her shot percentage is insane. All of her shots that she's taking are the right shot at the right time. I think it's a testament to her growth, and that she's so mature as a fifth year that she can kind of look back on what she had been doing and adjust based on that. But yeah, there's no one I'd trust with the ball at the end of a shot clock more than Minnie. She's going to make the right play, whether that's herself taking the ball or driving in, kick, and someone else takes it. She is the threat, and it's been pretty cool to watch.
And then, Coach, we look ahead to this week. Tough opponent coming up. Your guys' kind of expectations going into that one?
Yeah, so Maryville is ranked number 11 in the country right now. Last year they beat us handily, and I do think that this year we at least have a better idea of what to expect. So last year, Maryville got a new coach, and she took them from being a 3-win team the year before to a 3-loss team, and that transition I have never seen at any level in any sport. So it's one of the single most impressive coaching jobs that I've ever seen. And her team plays in a very specific way that we at least have scouted and know about. Whether or not our plan will be enough to stop that is to be seen, but we at least do have a plan, and we are very aware of what they do. They have the preseason D2 Player of the Year on their team, who is on track to be the all-time scoring leader for the NCAA. So there's a lot of weapons on that team that make them a good challenge and a good prep as we do play Grand Valley coming up here in our own conference, who's number 5 in the country right now. So it's just, we made it through 2 D2 opponents in that conference, and now we're playing the top of the GLVC, the top of the Midwest, and I think that this is a good test to see how well we can execute what our game plan is.
And then, Coach, back to back to back. How do you how do you navigate?
Who scheduled that? God,
who did that?
Who did that? So our game on Saturday is a Division III team, so it will be definitely a different look than what we're going to see against Maryville, a top 10, a top 15 D2 team in the country. But they are a Metro area Minnesota St. Paul team, so they have a lot of kids that my athletes have played with that are skilled lacrosse players, so I do expect them to be a talented team. And then on Sunday is McKendree, which is another D2 opponent. We only beat them by, I think, 3 last year, and so it is a tough weekend. And when you are located in a place like this, sometimes this is what you have to do to be able to have home games, and we're so thankful to be able to play in the Dome. It's such an advantage to play inside and play on the turf that we have and play with the lighting that we have, that we can't look this gift horse in the mouth too much, because yes, we have 3 games in a row, but they're 3 games inside where it's warm on turf, and we don't have to travel for it. So it's going to be a test. It's going to be how fit are we, how durable are we, how well can we listen to the things that are happening that we need to adjust for each team. But it's a long lacrosse season, so we have to be ready for this now.